Welcome to This Week in Geek. It is September 12th, 2016. I'm Rob Southgate. With me is...
Hello, Kanitsa.
Edward Lee.
And Chris Mao.
Hi, guys.
Hey.
Hi, guys.
How's it going?
Boy, it's been a while. Well, for Edward it has. For the rest of us, we did it Saturday. So those of you that heard the Saturday episode, get ready for a lot of repeating jokes.
We'd like to apologize.
We don't have so much material. Do you guys want to give social media up front? You want to talk about anything else? What do you want to do?
I thought you were just going to, talk about the marathon.
Oh, let's do that. Why, what a great lead-in, Lil. So we launched a Kickstarter for the podcast marathon. So anybody listening to this, please go to Kickstarter, look up Southgate Media Group, second annual podcast marathon. You can get it from our Facebook page, from any of our Twitter accounts. You might have to dig for those. I dropped like 1,000 tweets today. It was awesome.
It was Tweet NATO hashtag.
Awesome. But just go there and, even if you want to do a buck, it'll add up. If everybody listening to this gave a buck, we would be at $30.
$2.
Awesome.
We'd have 50 cents.
Yes.
We actually pay people to listen, so
right.
Yeah.
No, but we do have a thing on the table we were just discussing. If somebody comes forth with $1,000, we get to shoot Chris in the face with something, and we get to slap a Lil.
Not with something.
We're gonna shave Edward. It's all
you
awesome.
You need to have your little disc shooting thing, and that's it.
Hey, that's kind of personal. Yeah, it looks like a cell phone, and it's got a disc in it. But that thing is intense, man. So
yeah, it's gonna hurt. But
it's gonna hurt.
I'll take one for the team.
Thanks, Chris.
That's what I'm like.
Yeah, that's how you roll.
That's how I roll.
So yeah, definitely go to Kickstarter, support us. It would really help. We're doing it not just like, hey, we need money. We're doing it to buy equipment, specific equipment for the marathon. The marathon is October 1st. We're going for a Guinness Book World Record. It starts at 7:30 a.m. Central Time, goes till 9:30 p.m. And what else do we need to know? There's tons of... it's live at the Blue Box. I think you guys have heard of that. Chris Bout, owner of the Blue Box.
Yes.
Wait, what do you own? What is
and then
this place?
Also,
I own you a little and the Blue Box Cafe.
It's live at the Blue Box, and then it is also live on YouTube Live. So if you go to our channel where we usually do this show at 9 o'clock on Mondays, you'll get to see another 14 hours of podcasting there too. So lots of content for your viewing, listening pleasure.
But it's 14 hours of different podcasts.
Yeah, 14 hours of different stuff. So all total, 28 hours. And we're going to take all of it and make it podcast so you can hear all 28 hours. We're also going to make videos out of anything we can to put on YouTube. So there should be, hopefully there'll be 28 hours of videos. It might be some, like if the video in the Blue Box doesn't work, we might just do it where it's got the, the pictures and stuff. But we will put up 28 hours worth of different content between YouTube and our podcasts. So lots and lots and lots of stuff. And if you're a podcast out there, you want to be a part of this, write to me at southgatemediagroup@gmail.com. We'll get you on the schedule, possibly, if we have room. And what else? Was that it? Donate on Kickstarter.
Did you breathe?
No.
Yeah. Breathe, man. Breathe. And of course, the only way you can see us, see me especially in person is, to be at the Blue Box.
Oh.
And be a part of the marathon. Everybody wants that. that's the real catch here. Ask Chris.
Is there a package where we can stop saying hello?
Yes.
If you want.
Edward,
extra to stop.
Edward?
I want your most expensive Yu-Gi-Oh card, Edward.
That is $0 because I've never played Yu-Gi-Oh.
Take that, Lil.
Give me your most expensive Pokemon.
I don't play Pokemon.
No, it's magic, man. It's magic all the way.
Terrible. What's wrong with Pokemon, Edward? What's wrong?
I used to play. It just got too simple for me.
Oh, he's an elitist card game.
Too simple.
Elitist nerd.
Out there. Yes. You are so much smarter than all of us, Mr. Lee.
Well, I am. I thought that was already given, so.
Oh, yeah. Snap!
I guess so.
Hey, you know what? Edward, $1,000. You get to slap a Lil as hard as you can.
Go ahead.
Tell Ruth and John for a good call.
So can we start this thing?
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
What is there to talk about? There's no news.
Yeah, first thing.
What are you talking about?
There's a podcast marathon coming up. No, Okay, since we covered some of this, but we're going to just go back. I think I'll start with the newest stuff. Did you guys read that Conrad Vernon, who was the co-director of Edward's favorite movie of all time, Sausage Party, is set to direct a reboot of Toxic Avenger?
Yes.
This is strange.
Why? Because it's a great. I mean,
I love Toxic Avenger.
It's right in our line of bad '80s movies.
The problem is, if they're going to try and make this,
hold on. No, bad. No, it's not bad. It's Tromaville. It's amazing.
Well,
you've got to temper the expectations. It's Tromaville. I love the stuff that's come out of Tromaville. I love it. I mean, Toxic Avenger even had a cartoon.
Yeah,
that's how amazing he is.
Cartoon and toys. Toxic toys.
Yeah. Lots of toys.
I remember when it was in the theater. That's how old I am. It was downtown in Chicago, and I remember walking by this theater, and they showed like kind of strange indie films and that, and there was all these like set pictures from Toxic Avenger. I was like, what is this amazing thing we're seeing here? Because that's way before all the superhero movies and everything. It was like this weird sci-fi superhero thing. It was awesome. I love it.
Well, the one thing I'm not happy about is who's directing it, because I am, and I'm jumping on a soapbox that my co-host Sean jumped on a little bit ago, which I didn't know about until I talked to him more about it.
It better be a big soapbox with you two guys.
The people who did Sausage Party are they're terrible people. They used and abused their animators, fire them before getting.
Oh, no kidding! I know.
There's a whole big, I will not pay to see this movie.
Now, do you think
I wanted to see it? Now I will not pay to see this movie.
But do you think, like in this case, do you think this guy was involved in that? Do we know who was so terrible?
You know what? I don't care if your name's attached and you know.
So you hate Edward? Is that what you're saying? Because it's his sausage party.
It is his sausage party. Yes. No, I just think it's despicable. I mean,
I do too.
This stuff is terrible.
But see, I want to know who is involved, because like when you say that means all of a sudden you're discounting Seth Rogen, or you're saying.
And you know what? And at this point, until he comes out and says something different on this subject, I am, and I'm a fan. But at this point, like you can't do that, man. Like
no,
you are already a star in Hollywood. You already have your comedic brand, and you're just going to step on the little people. Like I don't believe in that. Like I think that is terrible, and I don't want to give my money to be a part of it. So if they get a different director for Toxic Avenger, I'm all in. This guy.
Well, this was a co-director. We don't know.
Doesn't matter. He was part of it.
All right. Well, I'm going to say this right now. I think Seth Rogen needs to come on this show and tell us what's up. How's that?
Sure.
He'll come on. Hey, I didn't have anything to do with it. That wasn't.
You sound like Beavis or Butthead.
Yeah,
maybe Butthead. Yeah, that's
that wasn't a bad Seth Rogen. It was better than yours. Let's hear yours.
I don't do voices.
No, obviously.
I barely do my own voice.
We have trouble doing our own. I don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly.
All right. So boycott from Alil. How about you, Chris? What do you think of this?
I don't know anything about it, so I'm gonna.
Well, you've seen Toxic Avenger, though, right?
Oh no, I thought you were talking about the Seth Rogen sausage party thing. Oh no, I think it'll be fantastic. I mean, Toxic Avenger was one of those guilty pleasure movies. It is awesome, but it's awesomely bad. And it's got the cheesy special effects. It's actually got a pretty decent story. So it's in that Chud Reanimator kind of stratus, which is cult status to me. So I love it. I think it'll be good if they can do it and then keep the humor. But
which again is phenomenal. Everything you just said, Chud and
they're fantastic.
Right,
and we reviewed those last year, did we not?
We did review Reanimator, yes.
Well, Reanimator is a different story. That should be in the AFI top 100 of all time. Crickets. I actually, I'm not on the fence. As much as I love Toxic Avenger, I think if they're going to go the route of making it a big comedy, no matter what they do, just leave it alone. I like the original movie. I think what it is, that scuzzy B movie, is what it should stay. Doing a remake of it, they're either going to try to do like a superhero-y thing with a wink, or they're going to make it so like jokey. I'll be really surprised if this isn't just a big old toxic dump. Edward, do you know what any of this is?
I do not know who the Toxic Avenger is.
Awesome. Awesome. All right,
and we purposely were not laughing at your jokes, toxic dump and all. I mean, that literally, I turned my mic off at that point.
All right.
Hey, Alel, I'm reading some more about this animation thing.
Yeah.
And I don't believe it was the studio that did it. It was, I don't think it was the director of the movie, but it was the company that hired the animators, wanted them to work for cheap to meet a deadline and a budget.
Yeah.
And they were saying that the studio actually stepped in to try and make them pay the people. So I don't know if the people who produced the movie are the bad guys, or if it was just the contractor that they hired. So,
well, you know what I mean. I think that's newer. That's recently come out. This is what I heard about a week or so ago.
It could also be spin.
And yeah, I was just about to say it could be something that we don't know. And
right.
I guess until more people come out with what happened, or we can piece together a story, it still puts a black eye, I think, on this film, which is a film that I was excited to see. I really wanted to see this.
Sausage Party or Toxic Avenger?
Sausage Party.
Okay.
Sausage. But am I echoing? Why? I sound like an echo in my room.
I don't hear it.
I don't hear it either.
Try plugging an ear.
What?
There's an echo. Plug one of your ears.
Oh, maybe that's the problem.
So I'm going to just move ahead. I'm just moving ahead. Jurassic World has now been confirmed as a trilogy. Was this news?
No.
I mean, okay, maybe they hadn't said it's a trilogy, but we kind of knew it's either a trilogy or it just kind of goes on forever, right?
Yeah.
Until they stop making money, it continues.
Well, I don't know how it's a trilogy when it is the fourth in a line of a movie that has continued from the original story.
This is Jurassic World, not Jurassic Park.
Right.
So they're saying Jurassic World.
They're just going to, the title, The World, will be its own trilogy, and then when they're done with the sixth one, there'll be Jurassic Universe, and then Jurassic Sea,
Galactic, yes.
No,
Jurassic Island, Jurassic
Then they're going to let
Planet.
Spike Lee make it. It'll be Jurassic Drive-In. So it's going to be a little smaller. See, Chris laughed.
It'll be set in the Bronx. Right. Danny Aiello will star in it. It'll be great.
Dinosaur comes and throws a garbage can through the window. Hey, you get out of here!
Right.
See? That could happen.
Garbage can's called the dinosaur's called Mookie. It'll be great. So
Mookie. So do you guys? I mean, this isn't news, but it came out this week, and I thought, we kind of knew. I like Jurassic World. I don't know what they're going to do with the next one. I have a feeling it's going to be more of the same. But all right,
I'll watch kind of the same. If they bring Jeff Goldblum and have Chris Pratt in it, then I'm going to watch it.
Yeah, I'm a lot more interested. Yeah,
Chris Pratt was good in it, so
you'll probably see both of those guys in a certain movie together that comes out in a few years.
Yes.
You mean Jurassic Park?
No, I mean
yes, I know.
Infinity War,
a certain movie or two,
or scene.
Yes. Let's see. Benicio del Toro is in talks for Shane Black's Predator remake. I like Benicio del Toro a lot. Here's my problem. Shane Black has not made consistently great movies, and I don't know why they're remaking Predator. You could tell another story.
Because they can't come up with a new idea, that's why.
But you could tell another story in the Predator universe, I'd be okay with, but like this whole idea of we're remaking it, which is going to reboot that universe, why? I liked Predators. You can just pretend that doesn't exist if you want, but don't have Benicio del Toro in the jungle fighting a predator, because that's kind of what it sounds like they're going to do. Do we need that? And who's going to be Jesse the Body Ventura in it?
We might not need it, but it's the movie we deserve.
Carl Weathers still be in it. He's still alive.
Man, I would pay to see Carl Weathers back in that movie.
Oh,
Dylan!
He'll be in it, but he'll have a wooden hand.
Sweet.
Yeah. Jesse Ventura will be on, but this time instead of he'll be like spouting conspiracy stuff. I ain't got time to bleed, and JFK was murdered by the government.
One of the best Carl Weathers roles was in Arrested Development when he played himself.
That's amazing. That was amazing.
Do you guys remember that?
Of course.
That was terrific when he was teaching Tobias like going for auditions and like taking like the
acting stuff. Yes.
Stuff. Yeah, it's like, oh, you can't leave that half sandwich there.
Edward, please tell me you know who Carl Weathers is. Any of these references? Did you get any of these references?
Way
I don't know.
Carl Weathers is.
You ever see Billy Madison? Is he in Billy Madison or no?
Hold
Happy
on.
Gilmore.
What are you,
Happy Gilmore. That's not even the first movie you go to.
Happy Gilmore?
Yeah, but I'm thinking Edward. Edward.
God.
I would go Rocky, obviously.
Have you
I would
seen
go Action Jackson before I'd go Happy Gilmore.
Oh, yeah.
But
What,
Edward,
you and the
have
two people that saw that in the theater? Oh, my gosh.
and on
I don't
TV
know.
multiple times? Yes.
I don't think I've seen a Rocky movie yet.
What?
Any of them?
Can you just
I don't
kick him
think
off
so.
the show, please? Kick him off.
Have you seen Creed?
Yes.
Okay, that's a Rocky
so-
movie.
Okay.
So
I've seen Creed.
Apollo Creed is played by Carl
Yeah.
Weathers. He was dead in the movie, but you see pictures of him in
Spoiler.
Yeah, no. I recognize him as an actor when I looked him up 5 seconds ago.
Okay. But you don't know any of these movies we've talked about. Not a big Action Jackson fan?
No, I've heard of that, but I think that's
Who was
only
in that?
two.
Was that Vanity 6? Is that who was in that? Vanity? Who was the woman in that?
Vanity in that? I can't remember.
Do you remember that? I think it was Vanity. To the Bat Computer.
I can't remember. I mean,
Oh my God.
maybe.
I like
So-
that movie. All right, I'm looking it up.
I know what Craig T. Nelson was in it. Was it Vanity? Yeah, you're right. It is Vanity.
Yes.
Stone.
Here you
Yeah,
guys
it is
make fun of
Vanity.
me, and I know so much about Vanity's filmography. There was a 2014 Action Jackson. Hold on a second. What the serious heck? It's an Indian
outta here.
action comedy film. Oh, I wonder if it's a remake, an Indian remake. This is 5 stars if it is.
Gosh.
Let's see.
Nobody.
Carl Weathers movie?
And no, it's not.
Nobody would agree with your 5-star review.
Oh, you know what? Yes, they would. I would totally see that. I agree with it.
Okay, you'd be the only one.
So,
Have you guys talked about the other news for Avatar
You've
that
been
was
here. You've been here the
released?
whole time. You know what we've talked about.
I don't know if you
Avatar.
talked about
What
it
are
on
you talking about?
Saturday.
Doesn't
What is
matter.
this Avatar you speak of? What is this?
Edward, it's free game. Whatever you want to talk about.
It was the sequels for Avatar will be based on the kids of the two main characters in the last movie. So it's going to be more of the family dealing with humans rather than humans dealing with the aliens.
Wait a minute. So it's going to be the how can of the Navi and the dude?
Yeah, because remember he came back to
Dude.
life as a Navi. And
The
Did
dude
he?
is
I
not-
don't remember.
Yeah.
I kind of blocked
He
it out.
switched bodies.
died, and then they brought him to the tree, and the tree of life, and then Pocahontas came, and then Kevin
they sang
Costner showed
Frozen,
up,
and-
and then a bunch of wolves were dancing in the circles.
Oh,
and
that's
then,
the best part. So he's now a Navi, and he's with her, and
Correct.
and they have kids.
Yes.
And
But
okay,
they're-
so
spawn because it's no, I don't know. The
Right.
Toxic Avenger.
So, in other words, this is following exactly what I didn't want to have follow with this. They're going to just have more
Correct.
Navi. It's just going to be
Yeah.
more blue stuff on this planet.
That was supposed to be like underwater. Like I thought he
Doesn't
was
matter.
developing
It's still
this
on the same place.
underwater camera.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm so much less interested. I wasn't super interested before because I really didn't. I liked the first one. I didn't love it. It's not one of those touchstones for me. And what would have made it interesting is tell the Avatar story, keep going to different planets, doing different things with this Avatar technology, show us different stories on different planets, same maybe military people or a few of them are the same. That would be very cool. This, it's the same thing, only now it's their kids. Bam Bam and Pebbles, they're going to form a rock band. They're going to have Schlep Rock in it. I'm not interested. I am interested in the Pebbles and Bam Bam movie, though.
Avatar is the Partridge Family.
I would be interested. Suddenly, I'm
who plays
interested.
Danny Bonaducci? What would his character be?
Dan Navi Bonaducci.
Ruben. Danny, yeah.
Ruben. Who would be Ruben? I think you
Yeah.
should be Ruben. I see you've
Sounds
got
good.
the look.
I could do it.
Carl Weathers will be in it. Be awesome.
Craig T. Nelson, just for effect.
Just for effect. When he's not shooting Grace and Frankie.
That's right.
So
He's
all
in
right,
Grace and Frankie now?
he was for the first season. So
Who was he in Grace and Frankie?
He was Craig T. Nelson. No, he was the boyfriend of. He was her boyfriend.
Okay, I didn't know that. I can't remember.
Of what's her name? The one from Barbarella. What's her name? Jane Fonda.
Jane Fonda?
Yeah, I did a nice Barbarella pull there. Literally the first movie I could think of with her. So, Edward, are you excited about this Avatar thing?
I am now not. I don't want to follow
Did we
the
ruin it for
family
you?
dealing with drama and dealing with humans. I like the movie because of the cinematography and of the action itself.
Well,
I would have liked to see them. Yeah, but
we're going to see the same thing.
This isn't going to be a tempered movie at all. I mean, it's still James Cameron. He's not going to be like.
I thought Woody Allen was directing this one.
But
all night with you, these terrible.
I'll probably watch it just because I enjoyed the first movie, and I'll see what's going to happen.
Oh, I'll watch it. I'm just not real excited for it.
I mean, you'll have to see it because you have to see it in the theater and the super IMAX 3D, especially if he's doing this underwater thing that he's been working on for the last 10 years.
Yeah, I mean, if it's underwater, there might be something interesting going on there. I don't know. I wish that what happened on Entourage is what came true. I wish he had done his underwater thing as an Aquaman movie. You remember when he did that on Entourage?
Yeah, and they supposedly had Aquaman beat Spider-Man's opening weekend, which was garbage. That's when I stopped watching Entourage.
This was garbage.
There's no way
DC is not going to beat Marvel ever.
Never. Well, this was before DC Marvel. This was just Spider-Man, Sam Raimi, 2002.
It's still fiction, matter. So why can't they make that up?
Doesn't happen.
I wanted James Cameron to direct it. That would have been cool. That was a great idea on there. And actually that stemmed from rumors that had been going around. Because he was doing all that underwater stuff after Titanic. He kept working on these things. He did real documentary stuff. He went to the Mariana Trench. He did all this stuff. And the rumor was he was going to be attached to an Aquaman movie. And then a couple years later, they parodied that, I guess you'd say, on Entourage. With him.
And Ari Gold.
And Ari Gold.
The greatest character ever in TV. Lloyd!
Okay. Do you guys know what Future Man is? It's something Seth Rogen's developing for Hulu that Lil will not watch. I don't know. I like the Hulu shows, but I don't know what that is.
With Josh Hutcherson, right?
Yeah. It sounded like something else. Did you read the thing about it?
I read the title and saw that he was doing it, and I kind of like Josh Hutcherson, so I think,
I don't know
give
who
it a
Josh
shot,
Hutcherson
see what's up.
is. Who's Josh Hutcherson?
He's PETA from
Hunger Games.
I like him. Yeah, I like him.
He was in every Disney movie for the last 15 years as a 10-year-old boy.
And that's why you like him.
Oh my gosh, no. I just read the story of that movie. No, I mean the show. Yeah, no, the story of the show. Nope.
What is it?
Guaranteed to be a hit. Guaranteed.
It is Josh Hutcherson, who's a janitor. At night, he's a gamer.
Great.
Who is a loser, but then he is visited by otherworldly beings and he's asked to travel throughout time to prevent humanity's extinction.
So in other words...
Terrific. So everything great, and Edward, you have no taste.
Is Robert Preston in this movie?
I was just going to say, this is Last Starfighter, but they didn't want to get the rights to the title. That's exactly what it is. Hey, I have an idea. Last Starfighter.
I saw this movie once. We can steal it. All right.
Yeah.
I mean, Seth Rogen is working
What movies haven't been stolen already? We just talked about Avatar. That's stole from 10 different movies. I mean, come on. Nothing's original anymore.
Dancing with Wolves. All right, what else do we have? Did you guys see the GOAT trailer?
Wait.
Is it about Michael Jordan?
No. It's about fraternities and that. I just found
your letters to a Lil Kunita at leagueofgeeks.com.
GOAT, the greatest of all.
Oh yeah, I've already talked. Yeah, we talked about this months ago, I think.
GOAT? No, we never talked about this. The trailer just hit.
It's with Nick Jonas.
Yes. Did you see this trailer?
That's why Edward loves this.
Did you like this one, Edward?
Camp Rock was my favorite movie.
Can't hear you.
I didn't know Camp Rock he was in Camp Rock.
I think the Jonas Brothers. I don't know.
So did this look good? I mean, I watched it and
it does not look good.
Okay.
Nope.
I watched it and I thought, I don't know. It looks like it's going to be terrible. Like elements of it, I'm like, this might be interesting, but I have a feeling it's going to be terrible. And the real tell is, how it puts up quotes from reviews. Okay, first of all, it hasn't come out. No, every review quote was just one word. And I'm like, they're not saying where it came from. Like, did it come from Premiere Magazine or Empire or no, it was just like brilliant with quotes. I'm like, okay, hilarious quotes, timely.
5.7 on IMDb.
Yeah, this
Great.
Yeah, I don't know.
To be fair, it has an 82% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Well, it's going to beat Batman Superman, that's for sure. So, did you guys see the GOAT trailer at all, or is it just Edward and I?
No.
All right. Well, let's say don't bother. What was our rating scale for
Is this
Will?
like Dazed and Confused for high school or college boys now, or not?
No, it's more like it looks like, you remember that movie from a couple years ago where they had the massive party and it was supposed to be like found footage? This isn't found footage, but it kind of has that feel like it's an out of control fraternity and they get busted for hazing, and like even in the trailer the acting is just awful. And it's like you're watching it going, yeah, maybe they're going to pull something off here. Like we may be surprised, but I don't feel it. Not feeling the love.
Hey, your boy's in it, so James Franco, you're in.
Yeah, James Franco's in it. I don't know if he knows he's in a movie. I think he was just on set as James Franco, and they were like, hey, let's get him stoned, and he can, get punched in the stomach. All right.
Let's have him go interview the guy from North Korea. I can't think of it.
Yeah, but I still want to see that movie that he's in with Bryan Cranston that we talked about last.
I know.
Yeah, he can be talented if he doesn't play himself.
Yeah,
like
I don't know. I think he's playing himself in that movie, and it looks hilarious because it's Cranston.
When he's on, I like James Franco. When he's like in the game as an actor, when he's trying to be the persona of James Franco in a role, not so interested.
Right, like in Pineapple Express or in even This Is the End. I mean, I think he did great in those movies.
I did too. I love those.
Especially when he was making fun of his career.
You know what?
We saw that the Green Goblin cardboard cutout pop out of nowhere. They all freaked out about it. I mean, that was great stuff.
But I'll tell you what. I think I just figured it out. Where he fails is the same place where De Niro failed when he does movies where he's parodying himself. De Niro used to be regarded as like, if he was in a movie, you were like, oh man, this is going to be the movie. This is going to be acting. And then all of a sudden he became the Robert De Niro character. And it's hard to go back and see him act. And every once in a while something will come out and you're like, oh, look at him. Like he's in that boxing movie right now and he's supposed to be excellent. And what is it? I don't know what it's called. But Creed, too. But with James Franco, I think he falls into that same thing. He's kind of that character from Pineapple Express, just kind of bleeds over, but it's not as interesting as he was in Pineapple Express. And I'm telling you, that interview, he was so terrible in that, I couldn't even watch it. Awful. Boy, you guys go silent every time I talk. What the heck? I must be...
We don't know when you're going to stop. That's the problem. We think you can take a breath, take a nap. We're okay.
I was actually taking a nap like Chris.
Did I mention the podcast marathon?
Hey, how about me napping half the time?
It's October 1st, 2020.
How about a Booster Gold movie? Have we mentioned that?
A Booster Gold movie. You did on Saturday. So.
It's Greg Berlanti, the one who makes Flash and Arrow and Legends of Tomorrow, Supergirl, and like everything.
Yeah, he's the DC TV showrunner.
Yeah, but he's making a film of Booster Gold. Now, I actually like the comics. But did you read about this? He says there's no connective tissue.
Right, it won't be part of the DCU.
What are they doing?
They're screwing up their own universe like they normally do.
They're trying to do like a Deadpool thing.
Have you expected anything else from the DCEU other than just complete and utter disaster, chaos and nonsense? And
No,
yeah,
I can't even believe that. But Jeff Johns is up there now. You would think Jeff Johns would go, yeah, we want to do a Deadpool thing, okay, but Deadpool, they're connecting him. The X-Men are going to be in the next Deadpool movie. Deadpool eventually is going to be in an X-Men film. Yeah, they're not connected to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but when that happens, Deadpool will be brought into the fold. It won't be done the same way, but Deadpool will be connected, and we know that those connections are out there.
But it's already been connected.
But this, Booster Gold, it's like, okay, we're going to make a DC movie, and it has nothing to do with the other DC movies.
Well,
seriously.
It depends on where they go with it. I mean, it might, the first one might not have any continuity because you're developing a Booster Gold who is in the future, way out in the future, a different whole team and everything. I mean, the reason why he's in this universe at this point is because he travels back, and so I don't know.
He said there is
dumb.
no connective tissue. They are not going to make connective tissue. This is a standalone. That is the dumbest thing. Even though I like this Greg Berlanti, I think he does a great job with Flash. I think he's done a great job with Supergirl. I think this could be interesting, and this might be the right character for him to take to the cinema. But I don't get it. And watch this. When he makes this, that'll be the one cinematic character that's tied to the TV shows. He'll end up in a Flashpoint type thing. And you'll go, oh, look, they're connected. But they're not connected to the other part of the DCEU. So weird, man.
Well, they're spinning it already, saying that it's not connected right now, but it may be. So who knows what that means? So
Right.
are they hedging their bets
do.
and saying it?
They said the same thing with Shazam, like because it's going to be under the New Line umbrella that it won't be connected, and then we hear now that there will be some connectivity to it.
Well, I think
Who
they
knows?
have to. I think that they keep realizing, like, they make these ideas and then they go, oh, wait a minute, if we don't have it connected, this is a train wreck. But it's all
That's a train wreck if it's connected at this point. I mean,
Yeah.
here's the thing. This is what's This is what's going to happen to the DCEU. This is why they're not saying it's connected or not. It depends on what happens with Wonder Woman and how it's received. Right now, things are not looking great, but we don't know that for sure.
Right. Rumors.
Then we get Justice League. If Justice League bombs, the Batman solo film, because it's already in production and everything, by the time they get to that, will be the farewell song for this DC Extended Universe, and they're going to reboot the whole thing.
I agree.
If
Or
just
it'll be the
succeeds-
swan song, and then it'll be just Batman movies because they like Affleck.
No, because at that point they'll just throw everything out, just like they did with the prior Batman universes.
Right,
I mean,
true.
They could have kept going, but why? When we could probably go cheaper, we could probably get different people involved. We want to try to build this connective thing, and we have to figure out who can do it.
Right.
I think that's plus. I mean, Ben's getting old, but at that point, I mean, we're talking what is it? Justice League 2 years from now, Batman will probably be 3 to 4 years from now. I mean, we're already going 2020 at that point. If you want to do any future sequels,
And he's
off that,
pushing 50. So
Is he? Yeah, he
Yeah.
is.
I think he's 44 right now. Maybe he's not that old. I mean, but still, I mean, that's what's going to happen.
Yeah,
I mean,
but they cast him as an older Batman, and how long can you get away with that before he is old man Batman? They can do Batman Year 100 with him soon. That'd be awesome.
Well, and that's what they'll want to do. I mean, if they're not making the money that they feel that they need to make, then they'll be able to just reboot the whole thing. Because I mean, well, there's Flash in the pipeline. I mean, you've got movies in the pipeline, but those movies still might not happen.
Right. All right, off the DC thing. Does anyone have any? I've got a whole list here of things.
I
so
mean,
can keep going.
I have some Magic the Gathering news.
Oh, Edward.
Oh, the corner's back.
Come open over at my corner. Okay, go ahead, Edward. I forgot the
So there was the World Championships a few weeks ago, and the winning
World
deck
Championships
was
for this.
yes.
I know they do tournaments, but there's like a World Series of Magic.
What?
Yeah,
there's
there's
not. This is
there's multiple tournaments around here. Then there's the Pro Tour here, which is with some money, and then they have the World Championship.
Wait, there's a pro tour for Magic the Gathering.
Did
Yes.
you do it? Are you going to do it, Edward? Can you
No.
be team This Week in Geek? We could get you like a
Yeah.
hot jersey or something, and you can it's like a baseball shirt.
I am not that good.
Great, even
So-
better.
If you're not that good, then why are you talking about this stuff? I want to hear from somebody who's good at it.
Oh,
Ouch.
snap!
But the deck that won was Bant Humans. Bant is green, white, and blue.
Okay.
It's a Bant Humans, which means you keep on placing creatures down that are humans that helps each other. So you have Thalia. Thalia is your lieutenant, which gives +1/+1 to humans and first strike to humans. And then you have Tamio, which is a banned planeswalker that's really, really good, and that came out in Shadows of.
And you get to use that in the tournament. That was the tournament.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's his deck. It's a very good deck. The other deck that was second was also a humans deck. I just forget which one it was. But that's the big things for the decks right now. They also released some new spoilers for Kaladesh. They've been releasing them for some time now, and it is a construct deck, which is artifacts. It's very good for artifacts. You also have Chandra and Nisa in this deck, which are like the two bigger planeswalkers that most people will recognize. And they also introducing a new thing that are energy counters, which is just you put counters that don't really do anything except for certain cards.
So it can affect your game if the energy counter is low or high, but only on certain cards. So that could be played to an advantage. That's interesting.
They're introducing a new thing after a while, because last time they introduced the wastelands, and now they're introducing energy. Energy is just like you have it, and you cast a creature, you get 2 energy counters. And then if you spend 2 energy counters, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. So it's interesting. It's a very interesting deck if you want to do construct. So there's a bunch of colored artifacts rather than just colorless artifacts.
Cool.
Which is good for some commander decks, because before you couldn't have a colorless commander deck because there's no such thing as a colorless commander at that time.
All right. Is that it for our news? Or do you got more? Oh, wait, he's got more.
The Kaladesh Inventions, which is just cards that are full art cards that just look very, very nice.
Cool.
I think that's it.
Cool. Well, we learned something today. Hey, guys, we learned something today. They have a World Series of Magic, and Edward's too chicken to play. You got to work on it, Edward. We're going to send you as a team. You're going to go. You and Scott Sammons are going to go, and you're going to have jerseys for us.
I have to win like a few regional tournaments to get enough things.
Well, yeah, but we'll get you the jersey if you start doing the regional tournaments. Blue Box will sponsor also. We'll get you put Blue Box on your sleeve. You get a Southgate Media Group jersey, and then on the back, This Week in Geek, Edward Sausage Party.
How about
you walk in with swagger? That'd be awesome, man.
How about no?
Oh, you're no fun. All right, what else do we have? That was good, Edward. What do you got? Anything? I got more. Not just you, Edward. I'm talking to Chris. I'm talking to a Lil fell asleep.
Oh, I have another one.
You do? Go ahead. What do you got?
Pitch Perfect 3 is being made, surprisingly.
Yay! I didn't see 2.
It's sarcasm. It's, of course.
Did you guys like 2? 2 I heard was okay. 1 was good.
I liked it. I like those movies. Not gonna lie. I find them entertaining, and I like a cappella, so.
So then why did you introduce it that way instead of being excited for it?
Because he's a teenager.
Because I'm not really excited for it.
3, surprisingly. I'm like,
this is the worst.
Perfect 3. I really enjoyed the second one. Great, good job. Woohoo!
Did you like the second one a little?
It's also one of these movies that
it was fine. I mean, the second one was good. I mean, it wasn't great. I really did like the first one a lot better.
Hey, but that sound machine was great in number 2. That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
Okay, Edward, what were you saying?
Like the Pitch Perfect movies, I enjoy them, but I don't really like the movies themselves. I enjoy only certain parts of it. I enjoy the acapella bits, bits.
Yes, I get it.
Come on, Edward, you got to say you like Alexis Knapp. I know you do.
I don't even know who that is. Who's Alexis Knapp?
The girl that plays Stacy.
I don't know who that is either.
I don't know who Stacy is.
I know the one wants to be Squirrel Girl. That's all I know.
You mean
the tall one?
Wilson, who is Fat Amy?
No, the tall. Yeah,
that's her name in it. I like her.
Alexis Knapp. Okay, I see her. No, okay.
He sees her. He's got it. Like the one time Edward wakes up. Let me speed.
I see her.
Yeah. Let's see what else.
We talked on Saturday about Alien Nation going to Fox. I guess.
Yes.
I didn't see this before. Jeff Nichols is going to write and direct it, so that's pretty intriguing.
I'm down with it. I thought that was a great series. I like the movie. I think, unlike certain other properties that we've talked about, I think this is right. Doesn't have to be a remake, although this is one where I think they kind of do have to do it somewhat as a remake, like reintroduce the concept, have everything start from that point. And I think it's been long enough that it would work. If we get a Alien Nation 30 years later, like they tried to do with ID4, I think that's a misstep in this case. This is a case where it really should be kind of a reboot from a different story to start us off. I
think there's potential because it's a good setting and there's a lot to do. And, the concept of humans living with aliens is not that abstract now because we've seen it before. So right. I think they could do some good things with it and be a little bit more quirky as opposed to like, oh, you drink milk, buttermilk gets you drunk. Oh,
yeah,
you have
right. When they
spots
did
in
that
your
kind
head.
of
I
stuff,
mean,
yeah.
They could do some different things.
That was very like 90s take on alien stuff, you know? But I'm
like
down with it.
Yeah, it'll be good. So
that Amazon Jack Ryan show, there's been some more details about it. He's going to be fighting ISIS. That's the one with the guy from The Office, Jim.
Krasinski?
Yeah. He's fighting ISIS, but here's what I found interesting. It's going to be an Amazon show. It's a 10-hour show, but they said that they are actually treating it and budgeting it like a 10-hour movie.
Ooh,
like,
nice.
How much could this thing freaking cost if they're doing that? But they said they're approaching it. They said they don't want it to look like a normal TV show. It is a 10-hour movie. Which
that's what
they did with Daredevil.
Yeah, Netflix is doing that with a lot of their shows. I mean, you think they budget House of Cards like a regular sitcom? No. I mean, it's.
But I just think it's interesting that Amazon has made a point of saying we are going all in on this thing. We're going to make it a 10-hour film. It's like, oh, all right.
They have to, because I'll tell you what, right now, within 5 or 6 years, man, we're everything's going to be online. We're not going to care about basic television.
Right.
It's dying.
I agree.
Do we care? Do we care now?
I don't. I actually want to cut the cord really bad. My wife won't let me. She just likes to hit the one button and let the TV turn on.
Right. Yeah, see, unfortunately, because of the network here that we have to have access to certain shows that I haven't found a way to get them in a timely way otherwise.
Sure.
But, yeah, I mean, we definitely have talked about cutting the cord and getting to a point where that's just done. The writing's on the wall. It's going to be done.
Yeah.
Well, the problem, the problem is like you get cable or you get network TV or whatever you get all the stuff you don't want, and it just costs money, and it's ridiculous. It's just, there's 800 channels of crap, and there's 2 channels of what you want to watch, or 2 channels worth of shows on 20 different networks. So if you could just get the network shows you like, that would be great.
The network shows, there's really not that much. It's the cable shows, the cable channels that have things I'm interested in.
But I consider like HBO, AMC, FX, those are networks too.
But they're also, some of these networks are getting into that, and you're going to see that change eventually.
Right.
Because the thing is the cost then goes directly to them. They don't have to pay into providers to then, or negotiate with providers to get them spread out. They'll be able to. I mean, Sling TV is out now, where you can get I think it's 20 cable channels for $20.
Right.
You get the Food Network, a lot of these other ones that
and
you
channels
might
like
not
that.
care about. But
that's perfect for this though, because they can be supported by advertising. They can still do their thing. They don't get the premium money that some of these other things do. So they actually don't need those contracts.
But they can, because HBO Go, I mean, you're paying $15 a month. What are you paying now to your cable provider? You pay $10-15.
Right.
Guess what? I get HBO Go.
They just get the money directly instead of it getting watered down from somebody else.
Exactly.
Right. Plus you have all that access. I agree. How about this one? Did you guys read that Heathers, speaking of all these channels, Heathers is being made into a TV show. This time, now we've talked about all these players. We've even talked about Crackle lately, TNT, all these things. TV Land is doing the Heathers TV show. So they're trying to get into this.
TV Land's got Nickelodeon money though, so I mean,
but it's
whoever owns
that they're jumping into the fold like that. It's like with that Freeform, all of a sudden I'm going, wait a minute, this is an ABC channel, but they've got all these shows they're putting in place.
You know what though? TV Land has put some decent shows out, like the Jim Gaffigan show. It's done after this season.
Is that TV Land? Because people keep telling me how good that show is.
Yeah, it's on TV Land. It was a great show. I'm sad it's over, but I mean, Jim Gaffigan, I think him and his wife want to work on other projects.
Yeah.
And it was just a fun thing for them to do, and I see that. And he in a way, you go out on top, because people started talking about those rumblings, and now people want the show, and he's like, you know what, I'm done. Come see my stand-up.
Yes. And my next project, you're craving it, here I come.
Oh,
yeah, that makes
he's
a
going
lot
to go
of
out.
sense.
He's going to do movies too. It's got to be much better on his time.
But that's
to
like
either do movies or stand up. So
that's like Louis C.K. He's done a couple of things. He had that HBO show. He had, what was it, Life with Louis or whatever. Same kind of thing. He does a couple seasons, or he spreads it out, and then he moves on to other projects. And you follow him. You want to see those. Instead of the old network way of, we're going to do 24 shows a year. This is all you can really do because it's so much content. And if you don't hit 5 years, you're not getting your syndication deal. So you got to like sign your soul away for it. That's what happened to Seinfeld. That's why we never saw Seinfeld again.
Yeah. You know what? He made more money doing that show than he could have ever done doing stand-up.
He made more money in syndication.
Right.
You can even imagine.
But he's got to be an anomaly. It's like our friends the other day were talking about the other big show, the other big comedian show at the time was that Tim Allen one, Home Improvement. That was a huge show. Right. You can't find it. Our friend was saying that she wanted to show her kids. She's like, it's funny. They'd like it. You can't. It's not on anything. It's nowhere. So he didn't get, he got some syndication money, but it's not like Seinfeld syndication money by any stretch. And that was a huge show at that point.
It wasn't number one though. I mean, Seinfeld was number one for like 10 years. I mean, Home Improvement was good.
There. It had to be right there.
All right,
you know what?
Home Improvement had some peaks and maybe top five because it was on ABC, right? It was
it was an ABC,
one of those family-ish type show.
I would say top five for a bit. I don't know if it ever hit number one just because of the competition it went up against during that time frame. It might have been number one in its slot.
Was Roseanne on at that time too?
I think Roseanne was petering out toward that part. Roseanne started out like in 87, 88.
Okay, so the last couple seasons of Roseanne, that's when it was a little sketchy until that last amazing episode.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you know what? I'm going to end this, and we're going to switch over. Those of you that listen to the podcast, every Monday night at 9 Central, we shut off this podcast and we go over to a live thing on YouTube Live. You can find it by following us on social media, just going to YouTube and typing in This Week in Geek. Go to the Southgate Media Group YouTube channel. You'll find it there. Let's see, social media. You can follow this show on Twitter at SMG_TWIG, TWIG. Chris, where can they find you?
At Blue Box Cafe or Blue Box Cafe 176.
Edward, they can't find you anywhere.
You can't find me anywhere.
Lil, where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter at LOGEEKZ, and that is for the League of Geeks podcast. Also, I'm going to throw a plug for myself since I've heard so much about this marathon. We're doing tons of giveaways on our show, so check out our website as well at theleagueofgeeks.com. We've got a new giveaway starting now, and check it out.
Yeah, definitely. In fact, it's really easy. You go to the website, just click on it, gives you the sign-up form, boom, you're in the drawing for some really cool stuff. So go to League of Geeks. It's just League of Geeks, theleagueofgeeks.com, right?
Yes, the League of Geeks.
You got to make sure you got the at the beginning of it.
Yeah, or just Google, the League of Geeks or League of Geeks, and it'll pop up.
And if you want to see a little slapped in the face, pony up $1,000, we will do it. In fact, I'm going to say all of us get to hit him in the face for that money. I'm upping the ante.
I'm glad that you're just adding more slaps to my face.
Well, I like when you said it the other night. Jenny was like, "Yeah, let's all do it." So
I won't hit you a little.
Oh,
I like you too much.
I appreciate it, buddy.
Chris.
I'll hit Rob instead.
Yeah, see, the thing is, Rob doesn't know how it feels like to be a beautiful man.
No, I don't.
That's why he wants to slap us in the face.
That's right.
Or shoot us in the face. He's just jealous that we're pretty.
Kind of am. All right, that's it. We will talk to you guys next week. Join us on YouTube Live.